Hello YouTube, welcome to another review. As you can see, it's another Star Trek review, and it is the Diamond Select Khan and Kirk set from the original series episode Space Seed. Anyway, here they are. They look very cool, and I will just show you the packaging to start with. Anyway, here it is. It has the badge in the background. I don't know if you can make it out, but yeah. Enterprise there, Star Trek the original series, which is 8 and up, even though you can't really play with it. A very nice concept image of Kirk, as you can see there, turning it around, a nice picture of it all set up, and the Spock figure which I have, and a nice read up which you can just pause to read or just slowly go down. Okay. Now this is a pretty huge box though, to be honest. It is massive, so moving on to the actual set though. It's here. It looks very nice. Here's Ricardo Montalban as Khan, Kirk as Shatner, and it's in that scene where he hits him with the pole. And I can't remember whether he hits him with the pole or if he's about to, but yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Space Seed. Oh well. Make sure the camera doesn't fall over. I'll go over both of the figures. I'll start with Kirk first. He does have articulation. Just to show you, he has movement in his waist, 360. He has a 360 in both of his feet. Yeah, both of them. He can move here. He has a 360 at his bicep. He has a hinge here and a 360 at both of the wrists, except not while he's holding the pipe. If I move the pipe out of the way, you can see he does have a nice Kirk face. Well, it's not a bad representation of William Shatner, I would say. It's not the best, but you can see him in there. I personally think it's the way they've sculpted the mouth and nose that makes him look a little less like Shatner, but I think that they did still do a pretty good job. As you can see on the wrists, they have those three, I don't know what you want to call them rings for now. 3 rings that kind of indicate he's captain. Two on the outside and that circly pattern on the inside. And the nice emblem there, the badge for the Enterprise, which is also in the inside of the packaging because the badge varied from different ship. And yeah, moving on to the legs, they're in a stationary battle ready pose, but they are sculpted nicely, as you can see along the legs. They have nice creases and folds and zipper detail and stuff like that. And the feet are also nicely detailed. You see they're dirty and scuff mark as if he just came with the landing party or something, which is nice. And he has pegs in his feet with copyright crap on them, so he can easily just peg onto his display stand. Moving on to Khan, Diamond Select have done an absolutely brilliant job for this face sculpt. I think that looks very, very close to Ricardo Montalban. I think it looks very nice, as you can see there. Sculpting of his hair, it's got a nice little wash through it with his bun thing at the back. He's got an open mouth position, but it suits this because of he's getting hit. His suit is nicely detailed, exactly like what it was like in the show. And yeah, brilliant. He has nice detail with all the creases on his belt. He has nice detail going all the way around on his wrists as well, and his zipper detail. He has the same thing I've done on the feet, because he looks like he's just been on a landing party, and it's just brilliant. This is also the most robust figure I've ever had. It isn't hollow at all. Figures aren't normally hollow, but bits of them tend to be and whatnot, but this is solid and quite heavy for a figure. and has absolutely no articulation, literally. I thought maybe the hands, feet and head would move, but not even that. But, oh well, nothing major. Didn't want it to move anyway. Here's the peg, which will peg onto, when it focuses, yeah, that. So it's very simple, you just put him on like that, and yeah. Moving on to the actual display stand itself, I can take these off. It's not exactly really heavy duty, it's not exactly very cheap either. Like, this is kind of made out of cheap plastic, but you know, didn't really expect them to make it out of actual metal or anything, but oh well. It's good enough for the job. And here we have a control panel, which looks very nicely detailed, as you can see. They didn't really need to do anything else, they did a good job. This is cardboard, and you know, you can slide it further up if you want, if you like it to look like that, but I don't. Well. In the back you got that, nicely detailed on both sides, and it disassembles into 3 pieces, this piece, that and that. There was in the package, and I do find this display stand a bit dodgy, like why it's shaped like that. Maybe it's designed to fit in with other stands, you know, but, it doesn't matter. For accessories, I can show you now. I'm sure it's missing one, like on the concept pictures I've seen, Khan is holding the twisted phaser, but I didn't find one in the box. Either mine didn't come with one, they scrapped that idea and it was only for the prototype, or I lost it on my bed when I opened it. But I'm not overly fussed, so yeah. The accessories it comes with are spare leg, or different legs for a different pose with Kirk, as you can see there. Oh, just this set of legs and this set of legs can interact with the Spock figure as well, and so can Spock's legs interact with this figure. You got these 2 hands without the pipe, as you can see there, and this clear plastic peg, which I'll show you what it does later. To display it differently, as you can notice, there is a peg hole there, but what you do is you simply take out Kirk's hands, which I will do away from the camera because I don't want to knock it over, but yeah, I just did it. There you go. And then you will replace it with his other hands. Okay, I've done that. And the hands also interact with other Star Trek figures as well, like the Spock ones. Yeah, there you go, hands replaced. And looks like he's doing some kind of dance. And then you can obviously attach the legs, like so. And then you can attach these ones. And now you obviously position the arms however you want. Like, you know, you can do more of a something like that, and then you take this peg and you peg it into the hole in Kirk's leg. The camera can make it out, I can't really see, but there's a peg right there. Anyway, while I'm putting this in, I got this from Forbidden Planet for £22. It's a brilliant price for the set, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm glad Downslip made these, and I hope they make a few more. Now I've put the peg in, you peg it in there, at this part in that other hole. Oh, and I nearly knocked the camera over again. Yeah, and you've pegged that in. You have another display pose where it looks like Kirk's kind of lunging at him with his foot, which looks very cool, I think. I'm glad they're giving us that extra ability to decide. Yeah, it looks good, but I'm not much fan of it in that mode. I prefer it the other way. I mean, they both look cool. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could buy 2, have display both ways. Anyway, I find a way to easily take this off is hold it from the actual peg and pull it. But you know, you need to be very careful because you don't want this second display stand to go flying off. Oh, and I forgot to mention this is from the engineering section. Yeah, it'd help if I mentioned some of these things. So, yeah. Once again, so a lot of these parts are interchangeable with other Star Trek figures. So, if you don't like Kirk's legs, you can swap them with Spock's. You know, you can have him in a normal standing mode, or you could have him in a kneeling down mode, because Spock has the legs where he's kneeling down. But if you want to display him with the Hawk, then you shouldn't use those legs. Anyway, just put him back on that display stand, facing that way, lift up the pole, and yeah, that is a brilliant set for £22. I absolutely love it. I'd highly recommend you get it. I do have one problem with it, and that's that phaser thing. I'm not sure whether it was just for the prototype or whatnot, but if you know, please do comment down below and tell me. Okay, thank you for watching this review. Bye.